Hey guys, before we get to episode 13 of Life at Leeds, I just want to say Merry Christmas to everyone. My work has now broken up, so I'm off now until the new year. So really looking forward to actually spending some time, getting some videos recorded and edited as well. First of all, I just want to say thank you very much to all the subscribers, new and old, that have stuck by us through all the times where it might have been a little bit slow, especially recently. Just been bogged down with work and sorting out Christmas presents, etc, etc. Are you all set for Christmas? Have you got all your Christmas presents bought? What are you hoping to receive on Christmas Day? I'm hoping that I'm going to be able to get something that improves my camera quality, so you'll be able to see the washing machine over there and the washing basket and stuff like that, and the drying pots on the on the kitchen sink. So you'll be able to see more of that goodness. Or what can you see over there? A green screen. I need lighting for it though, so that's something else I'm hoping for as well. So who knows what's around the corner? But yeah, let us know in the comments what you're hoping for at Christmas. Hey everyone, and welcome back to Life at Leeds with me, GWFM. We're on to episode 13, and today we've got the playoffs, semi-finals. We're going to play both games, but before we get into them, we've just got the few little bits to catch up on, such as highlights and injuries. So starting with the injuries, Dakara did pick up an injury against Southampton in the FA Cup semi-final defeat. Unfortunately, he'd be out for 5 to 6 weeks, which means he's out for the rest of the season, including the playoffs. That is something that does suck a massive fat one. But Angelina is probably going to miss at least one of the semi-final playoff games. He might be back for the second leg. If not, the final he might be available. Whether he starts anyway remains to be seen, because we have still got Charlie Tiller for now. But form was shocking in the lead up to the playoffs. Starting with a 3-1 home defeat to Norwich City. Yes, Norwich City were second in the league. It was always going to be a tough game. And we found ourselves 3-0 down within 24 minutes. It was an appalling performance. Then we went to Burton Albion, the Pirelli Stadium, and found ourselves 3-1 down, and we managed to pull a goal back, but that was about it. I think we hit the bar afterwards, and unfortunately we couldn't get that equaliser. It was a disappointing result against, I think they were 19th at the time, Burton Albion. But then what a game we had afterwards though, and we absolutely destroyed bottom of the league, already relegated Wigan. But it wasn't that pleased me the most. It was the fact that we had 39 shots and 19 on target. I mean, how Adam Bogdan has got us 5.7 out of 10 is beyond me, because he's made 15 saves. I mean, that's ridiculous. It could have been, it should have been a cricket score. So as a result, looking at the table, we finished 6th, which was kind of disappointing. We've got as high as 3rd. We've never actually broke into the top 2. Goal difference of 19. We have conceded 70 goals and scored 89. So we are the league's top scorers, but we're amongst the league's top conceders as well. And if you haven't noticed already, we are indeed going to be playing against Newcastle United, who have already done the double over us. So it is going to be a very tough game. And as you can see, they're looking to go straight back up. They'll be disappointed they didn't get into the automatic spots. But you know, they've still got some decent players and their manager to boot. Starting with Rafa Benitez. We've already looked at him. We know his quality. Just take that in. Then we've got Jamal Lascelles. He's still the captain. I already mentioned about, I don't think his leadership is high enough, but it didn't seem to matter because he's already done double overs in the league. We did beat them in the cup, don't forget. And I suppose this is kind of like a cup competition, the League Cup that is, before we got beat by Sunderland. But yeah, I'm hoping for a better result this time. Jesus Games, or Games, I think he's declined in his pace a little bit. He's now 32. Still a very solid right back. Matt Ritchie is the key man at this moment in time. Very tricky customer, mentally very strong, and yeah, his just all-round game is very strong. So this is it. This is the team that's going to take on Newcastle in the first leg. We're going to go Silvestri in goal, Ayling at right back, Taylor as a complete wing back. Actually, I forgot to mention that I changed that. He played very well in the last game. Janssen and Luis Lopez comes in because Kyle Bartley, the schmuck, has managed to pick up his 20th yellow card. And as a result, he now misses 3 games, which covers all the playoffs. So we're going to be without him. He's probably played his last game for us. Can't see us being able to afford him, but never mind. We're going to go into the midfield now with Faraoni playing as a wide midfielder on the right, Dallas on the left, Kane and Phillips in the middle of the park. Wood and Anderson, it's pretty much the same team as the team that beat Wigan 4-0, barring Bartley. So I'm just hoping Luis Lopez can match up to probably Dwight Gale in this game. Today's Championship Playoff Semi-Final first leg is brought to you live from Ellen Road. It's Leeds United FC against Newcastle United FC. Right, so big game. I've just told them basically, you know, pick up from last time. Against Wigan, obviously we played very well, and then passionately giving them faith, and hopefully it's going to see us through in this first leg. We are at home first. We do need to get basically a lead, I think, to take to St James's Park, but we'll have to wait and see. Interestingly, they're playing Mitrovic up top instead of Gale. He's been our thorn in the side this season, but Taylor gets forward and plays it in. Wood is there! Come on, Wood! 1-0! 17th goal of the season for the big man. And Charlie Taylor, I'm wondering if I should have had him as a complete win-back all season, because I think he got a 9.4 or something like that in the last game, but yeah, Wood there, just in that little pocket of space in between the two defenders. Right, another highlight. Taylor with the throw. Throws it towards Dallas, but Mbemba intercepts it. But Kane picks up the loose ball. Now it's Dallas coming in field. Plays it for Kane! Oh, is it the post? Yeah, we need that form that we had in early on. We're beating 5-2, but here's Atsu. Ayling takes it off him. And then clears it straight to Shelby's big bald head. But it's cleared away. Now Anderson now as it leads on the counter. Wood has it. He's furthest forward though. Now it's Dallas. Feeds it through for Wood! It's gone in! Elliott with a cock up! It's a different keeper. It's normally Says, I think it's called. And Chris Wood is 18th of the season. Come on now! We could do this. Delightful ball through. Wood there, it just... Yeah, he's with his bright pink gloves, he's just cocked up there as Elliott for me. Anderson's found Dallas instead and squares it to Phillips. Now it's Wood. Feed it through. He does. Anderson! Oh, brilliant save from Elliott. I'm going to passionately tell them that I'm very happy with the way things are going, pure for the fact that we are massive underdogs in this game. So that's what I'm going for. I'm hopefully they can keep this performance up. Right, early highlight in the second half. We've more than dominated them in the first half. Is it Newcastle's turn to dominate this game? It's Atsu on the left hand side. Running down the wing. Ayling takes it off him and then chips it infield to Anderson. It's a decent ball in truth, and now it's Wood. He's got options. Oh, he's tried to find Dallas. It was a good cut-out header there. Anderson, though, finds Dallas. Sprays it to Faraoni. Wood is in! Oh, it's a great save from Elliott. Corner to be taken by Faraoni. He swings it in towards Luis Lopez. It's headed away. Comes out to Wood. Feeds it for Santa Faraoni. Plays it back in. It's cleared somewhat away. Dallas! Dangerous area. What can he do? We can get Maul to the ground. Penalty, surely, ref. Now Atsu coming the other way. Look how fast his legs are moving. It's impossible speed, and it's going to be an impossible goal because there's no way anyone can run that fast. And Richie has scored to make it 2-1. Disappointing goal to concede, especially as Ayling morphs through him. Yeah, it actually goes through his body, and the ball is squared in there. And Taylor just decides, you know what, fuck it, I'm off. See you later on. You can score if you want. Phillips finds Wood. Now it's Anderson. We need a goal back. Anderson charging forward. Finds Dallas. Dallas! Oh, so we've hit the post again. We must have hit the post about, I'd say easily 50 times this season. Probably even more. Corner's played in. It's headed away by Lazarne. Dallas now has it. Just past the hour mark. Crossed in. Wood is there. Mbemba gets it away. So I'm going to make two changes. Ronaldo Vieira and Moet are both going to come on for the other two midfielders. Just to freshen things up. Plus, Calvin Phillips is on the yellow card. My final change has been no other highlight since. But Hadisako is going to come on for Ayling. Brown's going to drop to right back, and I'm going for it. Hadisako's got to go and try and use his pace of getting behind and create something. And he has done quite a few times this season. I'm hoping he can do it now in another big game. That's Moet. Long injury layoff for him. He's back in the side now. Sacco squares it to Anderson. Delightful ball to Faraoni, who's got forward very well. Crosses it in towards Wood, but it's cleared away. Vieira picks up the loose ball. Plays it down the line to Faraoni again. Crosses in deep towards Anderson! Get in! Looping header over the despairing dive of Elliott. And it's his 25th goal of the season. Fantastic ball in from Faraoni here. Down the line it goes to Faraoni. First time ball pretty well, no, took a touch and then swung it in. And Anderson there. Nice despairing dive from Elliott, but it wasn't to be for him. In the famous words of Lucky Ducky, it's a cheeky, calm, concentrate. Cheers, Luke. But this is probably going to be a goal. No Silvestri claims. If it was like Casper Ankergren back when they played Man United, he jumped on the floor, laid on the floor and wasted a load of time. But he didn't need to because 3-1, and that puts us in a very commanding position going to St James's Park. Now, the question is, what do you do here? Do you go defensive or do you just stick with the same tactic? We've done well, and I'm going to tell the players that, and they're extremely delighted with that response. But join us in a second for the second leg. So just before this game, what the hell's going on? Another long-term injury, broken foot this time, in training. Unai Bilbao, he's actually going, I think it's to Getafe or something like that, at the end of the season. He'd already agreed terms, and he is now injured for 4 to 6 months, so that's a bit of a pain in the dick for him. But it also means that he's going to miss today's game as well as the playoff final, should we make it. And should we get through, we will be facing Ipswich Town. But we've got to get past Newcastle first. It's not going to be easy. There's no away goals, so if it's 2-0, it goes to extra time penalties, I believe. So pretty much going with the same team, barring I've taken Nuno Kane out for Ronaldo Vieira. He didn't play that well, didn't Nuno Kane, but he's also one match away from us having to pay 250 grand out for to Bournemouth for when we bought him. Ideally, I don't really want to pay that because I'm planning on selling him in the summer. So if I can get through it without him, that'd be fantastic. It's going to be the same team, pretty much, and we've got subs on the bench, hoping for a similar impact from the subs if it does come to that. So I've just told them basically we're winning this tie at half time, basically. But you know, don't get complacent and let's not let this lead slip. I'm trusting the team that got them into this position. So apart from obviously O'Kane, but I'm hoping they can come away with the victory that we need here. Today's Sky Bet Championship playoff semi-final second leg is brought to you live from St James's Park. It's Newcastle United FC against Leeds United FC. Right. So, apologies there. It's going to be a tough game. St James's Park, it's a packed house. They need to get 2 goals at least. And they've got Mitrovic up top again. I wonder if Gale must be injured. But there's an early highlight here. Darlow with a long kick downfield. He's a different goalkeeper. Might be thinking of a different team when I said Sace earlier. But anyway. Atsu's in behind here early on. It's 1-1 minute with Silvestri. Silvestri makes the save. I want to say it like that again, like he always does, like he's doing the breaststroke in the water. So I've done an early calm concentrate just to see what happens. But here's Atsu in the play area. Diame smash against the bar. And Antonson's injured. And we don't really have any strikers apart from Kemar Roof. So yeah, Kemar Roof's going to come on for the injured Antonson. It's going to be hard from now on, and I would guess that if we did get through this tie, Antonson's going to be missing that one as well. Such a key man for us this season. What a time to lose him. Diame coming forward now. Get a tackling. Vieira does very well there, and Taylor's got it now. He's charging forward at pace. Finds Roof. Roof now, what can he do? He plays it over the top. Hanley wins the head of it, comes back to Roof, and he's giving it away to Korbach. Mitrovic. Good tackle, Vieira, and Woods in 1-on-1 with the keeper here. Come on, man, you can do it. Yes, he can! Come on! God, just for half-time, that puts us 3 goals in front. My heart's going 10 to dozen. I can't believe what I'm seeing here. We couldn't even score past Newcastle in the league. Wood 1-on-1 with the keeper. He's not the quickest, but found himself in behind. Great ball over top from Vieira. I don't know if you noticed, but they've had 11 shots, we've had 3. So it's just a case of complacency, isn't it? So that's what I've said. For some reason, Luis Lopez is stressed. I've tried to rectify it, but no one's even responded. So I think it's just a case of trying and keep him calm. So I've just done a quick calm and concentrate to try and keep the nerves at bay. Luis Lopez wins the header. Woods gets smashed by Hanley, and the ball's played to Ritchie. He's got 2 defenders. It's played in field, and Mitrovic is there, and he just put it away. And the nerves can start because it's now 1-1 in the game and 4-2 in aggregate. Can we do it? Can we hold on? That's made it a little bit worse. I've got to do an encouragement, I think, in a minute. Yeah, it's a decent finish to be fair, but what Jansson's doing getting dragged out there, I've no idea. Alright, it's another highlight. Lazar plays it online to Atsu. Plays it in field to Mitrovic, and they're overlapping here. Callback! Silvestri, I thought you dived over that then, you twat. That's the only way I can describe you then. That's a free kick and Richie. It's wave after wave here. Mitrovic wins there. It's gone in. What is going on, boys? I've just ballsed up there because I'm trying to do a team talk for, encourage and stuff. But Richie plays it in. Mitrovic at the back post wins it in the air. And Silvestri, no chance to be fair to him. So I'm bringing on Alex Morton for Calvin Phillips. I've moved Vieira to the ball-winning midfielder position. Let's hope they can make a difference here. Free kick set pieces, that's what I'm thinking of here. Newcastle are good value for the lead, but come on now, Leeds. Janssen wins the header. Diame wins it back, and Vieira has it now and finds Wood. Look at the options, mate. Don't just run into Hanley and lose it. Win it back, that's it. Roof, play him in. Oh no, took his time too long. But Vieira's there. Vieira can be hero. Roof, get in. Roof makes it 2-2 on the day. 5-3 on aggregate. Surely now. Can we hold on? 2 goals ahead. Wood got it here, and he played it through. And Vieira, I'm thinking, just have a go, son. Look at that composure. And Roof there. 2nd goal of the season. Can we do it? Darlow kicks it long again. Straight to Moat, though. Heads it down to Roof. Tries to find Wood. It's a bit of a loose ball, but he does manage to get away from Dummett. It's cleared away, though. Janssen is there. Nice little back heel. Finds and that's with Wood. This is too fast. Too furious. Lopez with a long ball. It's a nice little header down for Wood. And Roof makes it. That surely sells it. It's 6-3 on aggregate. Roof with a superb goal. Maybe I've been playing in the wrong position all season. Maybe he should have been playing as a deep lying forward. What a ball here from Wood. Well, nice little flicker from Wood from Lopez's clearance. And Roof there. It's calm and composed into the top right hand corner. Right in the postage stamp. Janssen wins head against Mitrovic, and Lazar now finds Sami Amiobi. Great tackle from Vieira. Faraoni, what can he do now? Chips it down the line for Wood. Wood now. It's on the right hand side, looking for options. He does find Ailing. Now it's Vieira. Faraoni's in 1-on-1 with the keeper. It's a great tackle on Dallas. He has all the goal to aim for. I'm just going to bring on Adisako for the last couple of minutes. Who knows? He can maybe get him on the counter attack with his pace and similar sort of impact from before. Taking David Faraoni off. I think he could do with a little bit of a rest, because it looks like we are going to the playoff final. So another corner for Newcastle. Richie whips it in. It's headed in, should I say, by Mitrovic. Hat-trick for Mitrovic. I'm on about Dwight Gale, but he's been a massive thorn in our side. It's 6-4 on aggregate. There's a minute to go plus stoppage time. Hopefully it's going to be too late, but that's a great towering header with 4 blue shirts around him. Shocking defending, you could say, but it's a good finish in the end. But that looks like it's going to be it. We pass it. Yes, get in into the playoff final. Gets Ipswich, and we've beaten Ipswich already this season. So I'm going to be sort of slightly confident. I think that Wigan game was a massive confidence booster. And yeah, I'm very pleased with that. And I've told them that not everyone's reacted how I wanted them to, but Chris Wood, a delight once more. He's been a big player in these last 2 games, scoring 9 out of 10, I think, on both occasions. Worth noting, Anderson is indeed injured for 6-7 weeks, which is a bit of a pain in the dick. It does mean he misses the last game, but hey, come on, Roof, how good was he? So he's definitely going to be playing in the next game. And there it is. It's Ipswich Town against Leeds United in the playoff final. We'll have a look at them in the next episode. But yeah, come on lads, great win today. So that is it. That's the playoff semi-final out of the way, and we've come out victorious, surprisingly. It leaves us with a very tough game against Ipswich Town. I think they finished 4th, I want to say. It might have been 5th, but even so. It's going to be a tough game. It's one I'm really looking forward to doing. Hopefully you are as well. And hopefully you've enjoyed this video. If you have, why not press that like button. If you'd like to see more, feel free to subscribe. And again, any comments are greatly appreciated. I've been getting some decent comments, some exceptional comments recently, and I'm very, very appreciative. Honestly, I am. It really does. It hits you right in the feels. You're just like, oh, fucking hell, as if someone just said that. That's fucking awesome. It really does get you, and it really is appreciated. So thank you very much to the people that have commented, and hopefully continue to enjoy my stuff. I tried to do a little bit of a twist, of course, with like the highlights and things by adding little things onto it. Hopefully it's going down well. Let us know what you think. If you think there's anything you think I should add in extra, if you think I should lose anything from it. I'm trying to make it a little bit more unique, if you like, because a lot of people do the same thing where they just like have the mouse pointed on screen all the time. I try not to do that if I can. Like I say, I just think when you're using that, it kind of detracts away from your thinking, and you end up messing up words a lot more. Whether that's true, I don't know. But yeah, Hopefully you'll join us for the playoff final against Ipswich Town. Until then, I'll see you then. Bye bye.